welcome to the H Word. And today on the show, I have Taylor. How do you say your last name?
Bikinin.
That's what I thought. But I was going to ask you first before. I was like, Bikinin.
Of course. My whole life. My whole life in school.
It's a weird one. But if you really just spell it out or sound it out, you can get it. She is one of my models. Not like mine, but you know.
She owns me. She doesn't want to admit it because it's, public. But
I keep her in the closet. I pull her out when I need her. She is a model from Duluth, which is one of my favorite places to visit. Now, Taylor contacted me about 3 years ago.
Constantly. I constantly bug
yeah,
her.
and you had to convince me
I had
to work with you because we're very opposite.
That is true. I like pink and she's more dark. But
yes.
we meet in the middle with some darknesses.
We do, and you're unique. What is that? Unique. You're unique.
I do it all the time.
You're unique enough where I like some of the weird stuff that you can, because I do weird stuff, but she just like
bubble goth, puke vomit, as you describe it.
Like K-pop. You're into like K-pop, kawaii,
yep.
Stuff like that. So it's like, and I'm all Black Death, witchy, morbid stuff, and I do like smutty stuff, and she doesn't do that, which, I mean, I don't always do smutty stuff, but she's just different. And so yeah, it took you a couple times.
It did.
I want to do dark beauty, and I'm just like looking at her with like pink. She has pink on, and like I was like, I don't think that's gonna work, but here you are, like 3 years later.
Oh my god, it's been that long.
I think so. Yeah, or maybe it might even be
4.
4. It could be 4. And you're very versatile. I think every photo we do together, you look different.
I try.
You don't look like the same from each photo. I feel like I'm not trying to have an ego, but I feel like other photos you've done with other people, you kind of always look the same.
It's kind of true. I feel like after I shot with H. Morgan, it's kind of hard to like, actually, I'll look at the photo and I'll like it with other photographers for like 5 minutes. But then I find things that I can pick apart. Mm-hmm. Which H. Morgan is more strict with how things look. Other photographers are like, snap, 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 let's get 50 of them, and they all look the same.
And I'm super picky, and I get super bored.
But I love it.
Poor Taylor has to put up with it, because I'm like, I'm bored. And she's like, I'm trying. And I was like, it's not you. It's me, actually. It's just I get blocked sometimes. When I try to do tamer things, yes. I get blocked. You know what I mean?
I feel weird just standing straight, and I'm like, I feel like I'm half asleep. I feel like I should be like wrapping my arm halfway around my head and trying to grab myself. Yeah,
because you do like really weird posing, which is good. I like that you know how to pose.
Thank you.
But we need
to get weirder.
Like, I have to get really weird, or it has to be dark, or it has to be when I have to do like dark, weird, smutty stuff.
I think our highest point was the blue bathtub with the flowers, and that's why it's like when you, I don't know, from what I've experienced, people who I've talked to, have friends, like when you do drugs and you experience something really amazing, you can no longer get to that amazing point. Not me, my friends. I talk a lot.
I think we get there. That one was that's just an extra beautiful one that was like, oh, okay, we'll never top it again. No,
we need to do more water.
Just always in water.
Always in water.
I made you put an octopus on your head.
That is true.
And those are pretty cool.
I smelled so bad.
I'm sorry, but it's fun to play with, wasn't it?
It was. It really was.
I feel like I need to do more creepy stuff with octopus, though.
I will do
octopi. We put some in your mouth and have the tentacles hang out your mouth.
I might.
Because you eat sushi.
That's true.
You should totally be able to do it.
Okay.
I think it'd be really gross and weird. Maybe we can do it for October photos.
Work it.
When did you start modeling?
I actually started, I want to say probably the first shoot I ever did, I had black hair, and it was fall. And I got contacted through a family friend who was like, I'd like to use your photo, like, you're really unique looking, I like your face, you're very photogenic, I'd like to use you for some of my portfolio for the fall, for just basic grad photos. And we just did a shoot in the woods in Duluth, Minnesota, and after that, I got the photos back, I felt really pretty.
Have I ever seen them?
I could show you them sometime. I
don't remember you with all black hair.
I have to really dig for them, but like.
Oh, okay. So you don't like them anymore?
They're just classic. It's like I'll always kind of like them because they're like my first actual photos, and I got so much positive feedback from people, and I just felt really pretty. And before that, I didn't have much of self-confidence. It was always kind of struggling. So since starting modeling around 17, 18, I started getting more into it. I actually found a lot more confidence in myself, which is good. I never really had self-love until I started modeling.
And why did you want to model?
Made me feel pretty, and then it was cool seeing myself, I guess, as different people. That might sound a little crazy. Mm-hmm. Especially with H. Morgan, I felt like I've looked more like different people. I haven't really experimented with wigs or glamour fetish. I call it glamour fetish. Mm-hmm. And it opened up a lot more doors to looks.
We need to do more fetish.
We do.
I think I have like a bunch of stuff we should do more. I love how you call me H. Morgan. Like she's H. Morgan. I love it.
H.
Most people are like H.
H. Morgan. H?
You can call me. I don't care what you call me. What is your favorite style of modeling you like to do?
I really like water. I like long eyelashes. I like really soft, light, angelic stuff. Yeah, and then slowly the frou-frou pinkiness comes back. Mm-hmm. I like fashion. I've done fashion. I've done more dark gothic stuff. I've done stock photo modeling where yeah. But I have to wear a wig because my half black and half white hair isn't normal enough for stock photo modeling. So yeah, probably my favorite is like water.
I like this. I did enjoy the stock photo modeling you did with that one girl.
Yay.
I thought they were pretty good.
I liked them.
But what about
laughing with the dog?
I thought it was cute. But let's talk about the weird cast modeling. Weird fetish where she puts casts on. Like
I'm fully clothed.
She's fully clothed, but she's wearing like arm casts. Like she broke her arm or a leg cast. What is that? It's for fetish, right?
Yeah, it's totally a fetish thing.
Okay. I thought so. They had contacted Kelly, my best friend Kelly,
really?
Who does the podcast with me, and she was like, fuck no, I'm not wearing no cast for you.
I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool, because it's like, I had friends be like, what the fuck, what's wrong, are you okay, what are you doing, did you actually break your leg, and there was actually one time I went to a restaurant, and I knew the people that worked there, and I went there after this shoot with my cast on, and the guy who at the sushi place actually thought I was broken, so he actually felt bad, and I got one of my drinks for free, so I'm super happy about that, because I did not want to pay $8 for the
They're like, do you go there and they, like, make the cast on you? Like you're going to a doctor, or do they have
usually,
them?
like, they'll get, like, a hotel room, and I always bring someone for safety, so if you do modeling, and you meet someone for the first time, or you don't feel safe alone, you should always bring someone with, and if the photographer says that it's not okay, then don't shoot with them, because
I don't let people bring people.
What?
So I get mad when people ask to bring people.
Well, I feel like in more of male photographer cases, especially if you're meeting someone. And I came with Heather the first time.
Well, yeah, but you were both doing something, though.
That's true.
I do believe. But,
and
like,
Charlotte was with me.
Most of the time when people are like, can I bring someone? I'm like, I don't want... Because then they have to sit on my furniture and use my bathroom. And then I have to, like, fucking talk to them. And they have to fucking pipe in. And I'm like, I don't care who you are or why you're here. I wish you would leave.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
So, usually I get a hotel room. He has little supplies. He puts it on my leg. I'm always fully clothed. Like, shorts, jeans.
That was my flip-flop on the floor. It made the grossest. So, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's all chill. And then, yeah, I only get those requests once in a while, but I'm like, nah.
But they pay you, like, what, $300?
Like, maybe I've gotten an offer like that once a year. I've done modeling once a year, and they're like $200-300.
For the cast people?
Yeah. It's not, like, all the time.
Are they creepy guys?
No, he's more shy.
Is it just one guy?
It's one guy.
Oh, okay.
It's
I thought
just
it
one
was
guy.
like a couple guys for some reason.
Just one guy.
Okay. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Have you ever had, let's see, worst modeling experience? Besides the day I made you go in Lake Superior and the lake almost killed you.
Yeah.
Besides that, what's like one of the worst where you were like, this is the worst? You don't have to name who it was. I'll ask you later who it was, but I know you've had to have a bad experience.
Well,
or not. Maybe you
haven't. Well, there was actually one photographer. He over-edited the photos like cheesy paint. I color editing. I never let them see the light of day. I was like, delete these. I don't want these ever seen on Facebook.
I've never seen them?
No, I don't want them seen by the public. They were just really horrible and cheesy. My head looked small, my arms looked large, and it was just really bad. It was like if I had like half the size of my head and my shoulders were brought more forward. So my arms really pressed against my side of my body, so it made them look bigger. It was the most unflattering photo I've ever had, and just...
But he wasn't weird.
No.
No, so anyone,
he's actually known in where I live in the area for doing a lot of advertising stuff and photos. And...
But you haven't had anybody who's weird or creepy? Everyone been...
I mean, I probably have, but I just kind of brush stuff off my shoulder, like, whatever, unless they're like, let me see you for JJ. Then I'll be like, I've never had that happen yet.
No? What about the guy who wanted to touch your feet?
Like, oh my god, you're right. Oh yeah.
That one photographer, didn't you want to suck on your toes?
There was one who liked my feet, and
Did you let him?
No.
You didn't let him touch him?
He actually wanted to do some stuff with fetish video for websites so we could get paid, and I was like, nah, I'm good, bro.
You didn't want to eat like strawberries with your toes?
I don't know. He just told me some weird things he was into, like stepping on fruit and watching fruit mush between the toes, and I was like, hey, okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
But you were like, yeah, I'm good.
I was like, I'll stick to my photos with your backdrops. Thank you.
Let's see. I have like things written down. La la la. Now, you used to hoop. I asked you this earlier. She used to do hula hooping, and she's really good at it. But I don't see you doing it that much anymore.
Well, I've been sticking really a lot to my YouTube. I've been lacking on the videos lately for reasons of having to pursue restraining orders against people in court who won't leave me alone, and I just want to be left alone. I unfriended 2,000 people on Facebook because I just want to be left alone by most people. I like talking to people who are my hologram family and people who contact my videos and they follow me on social media and they message me and they Snapchat me. I love talking to them, but like a lot of people I've just kind of closed out of my life.
That's why you stopped hooping?
Part of it.
Okay.
Part of it, actually. This is like, I stem off onto a lot of different things. Some things became more important with my adventures international, and then I even took a break from modeling for a while. I just got into this weird depressive mode with my anxiety where I just wanted to focus on my living environment and what I was putting towards my living environment, so I felt happier waking up and more comfortable where I'm finally at that point in my life. So I will probably do more hooping and more photo shoots.
Good, because I thought you were really good at it.
Yay.
I know, being a model, and especially a photographer, can lead to meeting some really shitty people and drama.
And it can really, like, you can feel like you're doing amazing and, like, you're hitting every pose and everything's just so detailed. And then something can happen, like, small. You meet a toxic person who's also in that industry, and they just make you feel like you're not doing enough. Mm-hmm. And it gets in your head. And no matter how much you're feeling it in that moment and you want to just, like, burst out of that and do that pose and rock that shoot, sometimes you just can't get out of your head because those things stick from the toxic people you've met in that environment.
Yeah, I've met some pretty shitty people that if I was never a photographer, I wouldn't have had to meet those people. And the lies people talk about,
Mm-hmm.
like, just lie. Like, there's some, like, weird thing when, like, you stop being friends with somebody or stop liking somebody, you go your separate ways. It's, like, mandatory that all of a sudden they say something shitty that's not, like, things that aren't true, and they try to get people against you, and it's like, oh, do you have anything else to do in life?
I've also met it on the modeling side where I've actually tried helping beginners, giving them opinions on being like, this is what they're like, what do you do, how did you get into this? I'm like, well, it starts off really slow. You're not going to get like an amazing detailed photographer. I had to bug H. Morgan for like 2 years constantly on Model Mayhem to shoot with me. She finally gave me a chance, but there's models who want the amazing photos like that right away. They don't put the poses behind it, and they end up doing the poop squat a lot in weeds. But I feel like anyone could do it. You just really need to slowly build your portfolio because someone who's like really talented isn't going to shoot with you right away if you have no experience. And they get mad, and they've gotten crazy and lashed out and gone after my photographers, gone after clothing people I work with, and like made up the craziest things. But it's been a while. They're good. I'm happy.
Well, I think another thing that models don't realize is if you want a photographer, you're gonna have to pay them. Like if they charge, be ready to pay that photographer for their services.
Especially if you're a beginner and you have nothing behind you, and you want those photos now, like those really professional ones, you're probably gonna have to pay them.
You do. You have to pay them unless you find someone who's like willing to give you a shot. who constantly bugged for 2 years.
I did.
Nikki bugged me for a long time too before I shot with her, but she pays me all the time though. She still pays me. Nikki does.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't she buy you that mannequin?
No, Kelly did. That's for my birthday from Kelly.
I love that mannequin.
I love it too. It's awesome. Now you paint some pretty cool stuff, and you make some cool stuff. Mm-hmm. Do you still make your stuff? Because I haven't seen you doing that lately either.
Occasionally I'll make myself accessories. I used to go to a lot of raves and be a go-go dancer in Minneapolis. And I would make a lot of my accessories, pieces, skirts, tutus. I haven't sewn much because my sewing machine, part of it's kind of crappy. So I would need a sewing machine just to like rewind my it's a bobbin. I think it's a bobbin. And then the other machine was a sew because one of them didn't wind a bobbin that good. So that was a really awesome hobby when I didn't have much time, when I had a lot of time. I still paint. I do a lot of illustrations. I have prints. And I draw kind of like a fantasy girls who drip different colors. And I call them my galaxy girls. And I like to add like a lot of detail to where it almost makes like the glitter hit you in the face, but it's not glitter. It's just a lot of details, but it feels like glitter's hitting you in the face.
And you used to make like rings and...
Yeah, epoxy resin rings, like Ouija boards and eyeballs. I still have a couple of them at home. It's just that like, it was kind of a mess. And I had to actually sand, like, thank God I had really crappy counters that were kind of beat up in my old apartment. I had to like sand some of the epoxy resin off the counter because it makes a mess.
Did you think about putting down plastic?
I did, but like it get rips in it, and then I wouldn't see it and it leak through the rips.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I would lift it up and it'd be like this lumpy plastic thing, and I'd be like, oh fuck.
And you made cool unicorn horns.
Yeah.
I think you should make those things. People like them.
I gotta get back into that. There's a lot of stuff I gotta keep continuing. I just kind of got lazy for a bit. Kind of sad.
Happens, but your paintings are really cool.
Thank you.
I like those. And you have a YouTube channel.
I do.
What's it called?
Taylor Bikinin. Do we spell that?
Yeah, let me see if I spelled it right. You spell it.
Everyone knows Taylor. Taylor. And then last name Byykkonen.
I forgot the extra Y.
It happens every time.
It's a weird name.
There's someone in Montana on Facebook that's name is Taylor Bikinin, but it's missing a Y and a K, and I think she's a lot younger than me.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Any modeling style you haven't... Oh, wait, no, let's go back to YouTube channel. So what do you do on your YouTube channel so they know what you do?
I do a bunch of random things. I used to do a lot of life vlogs talking about updates of my life.
And no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, no one
So then you moved on.
It's just, I get more views if I do like reviews and my opinions on makeup, like Jeffree Star, Anastasia Beverly Hills, lipsticks. I'll do lipstick collections, which H. Morgan knows I only stick to like 3 colors, just different brands.
Dude, let me tell you. Oh, wait, hold on. Here goes my shoe off the floor. I don't know why these shoes make a weird... It's the bottom of the shoe. They're just a weird
Suction
shoe.
cups.
Yeah, they're not like a real nice flip-flop. They're just my house flip-flops. Anyways, so Taylor has... Okay, so I'm a makeup artist. And Taylor has more fucking makeup than me. Ever. Way more than me. And she has so many nude lipstick colors. Even though she'll tell you, they're all different colors.
They kind of...
I'm like, dude, I'm going to swatch them all one day. I'm going to come to Duluth, and I'm going to fucking swatch...
You're going to embarrass me.
All the nudes, and I'm gonna count how many are exactly the same. She does nude, pink,
and like a darker nude.
So
a mauve.
So you do nude, dark nude,
like a brown nude,
and then pink. What's the other one? Is it just nude, dark nude, and pink?
Sometimes glitter.
Sometimes glitter. And she has I don't know how many palettes. Oh my god! Today doing her makeup, she brought. She brought Too Faced palette. Yeah, Too Faced peach palette.
And then the
Anastasia, what was
Modern Renaissance.
Modern Renaissance, and they fucking sucked.
I like the Modern Renaissance a lot.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't blend them. They had tons of fallout, and I couldn't blend them, and I was so mad that she had to take her makeup off, and then I had to use a random brown shimmer MAC that she had, and then Sugarpill.
Yes.
And that was the way I created her look today, because I was like, why do those not work?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you get the other ones to work. Oh, you only use the 2 colors out of there. That's why.
No, I use a bunch. It just doesn't look like because I use those main colors a lot more.
Do you like Sugarpill the best, though? Because I'm thinking about getting some.
I really like Sugarpill's eyeshadow. It's really pigmented. And I know a lot of drag queens use Sugarpill. Like
What
lots.
about Kimchi does, right?
Yes.
What about their lip stuff? Is that good or not?
Yes, I like it.
Oh. That's so gross and stupid sounding and stupid chew.
But yeah, my YouTube's reviews. Sometimes I'll do like painting things. I'll talk about life. You'll have to check it out.
Yes, I'll link everything. And I'll have her
Yay.
picture where you can see
My face.
her face hole. You had something happen to you where you almost died? Didn't you?
Was it my bowel obstruction?
I don't know.
It was my bowel obstruction.
Was it?
It was my bowel. Well, I was
Not your
born.
belly button? So you have
Well-
two different things.
Well,
right?
I was born with umbilical hernia,
Okay.
and at 1 year old, I guess I could have died. There was something. I was born with an outie, like a stupid volcano belly button, which I'm so happy I don't have anymore.
She don't even have a belly button anymore.
It's fake.
She's alien.
They sewed me a new one.
I think you're an alien, though. I think that you're lying.
I don't remember
and
a lot of
you're
my
really an alien.
childhood. I don't remember a lot of my childhood. So I might be.
I think she was hatched, and she just is like has Barbie doll crotch and no belly button.
I don't know. Only the recent photo shoot will tell. So I was born with umbilical hernia, and at 1 year old, I had a really big surgery where they had to cut me open and make me new belly button. And the doctor asked if my mom would prefer me having no belly button, which that'd be kind of cool, but or a fake belly button. So they made me one. And it's a little higher, maybe a couple centimeters than it normally should be, and it looks like it looks like a normal innie, but then the scar around it looks like an upside down question mark or a hook.
Oh, I never looked at it that close.
You want to see it now?
Yeah, you can show me. Let me see. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess they did a pretty good job with that.
Yeah. I didn't know till I was like 15. I was like, oh yeah, your belly button's fake. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Are you fucking with me?
Because you're an alien and they had to make you one after you hatched. They're like, we must make her look real. Must make her look like human.
I was like, you're lying. She showed me a photo and I had like a gross nub outie. It was really big.
Now you had a bowel obstruction?
Yes.
Okay, so what was that about?
When I was 18, I mean, I'd have some problems sometimes. Too much information right now, but
she made a video about it on YouTube, so you can watch it.
It says how I almost died or so I was having pains in my stomach. I thought it was just like constipation because I'd have issues.
Because you were like, oh, this Chipotle. Oh
yeah,
man.
I love Chipotle.
This is making me have to poo.
So I'd have a hard time for days. I didn't use the bathroom barely at all. And it got to the point where I woke up in the middle of the night and I could barely move or sit up or walk. And my mom and her boyfriend had to come and pick me up and literally carry me out to the vehicle. And I got to the ER and they said that I have a bowel obstruction. So I couldn't use the bathroom and I couldn't keep food in because I was so full. Mm-hmm. And I was bloated and I had no shape to my body. And they're like, if you don't get surgery tonight, you're going to die. So they rushed me into surgery.
Are we going to die? Are we going to get sepsis?
Yeah.
From all the poopies?
Well, there's a couple things that happened during surgery that were pretty bad. And I guess I didn't really, honestly, seriously understand how serious it was. I guess they didn't want to scare me. But afterwards, after all this shit happened, they were like, oh yeah, you had a bigger chance of dying than living. And I was like, glad you didn't tell me that.
See what happens, people? If you can't poop, you're going to die.
Yeah. So
you're going to die. So what was obstructing? Like, did part of it die?
My bowels were tied in a knot.
Happen.
And I don't know.
See, alien. They forgot to take. They forgot to take that.
It might have been because of my surgery at a young age. Okay. That could have been affecting.
So we messed up her surgery. Oh no! What do we do?
So then I go in and I remember waking up, and then they're like, "Oh, everything's good. I'm in the hospital. I'm having pains. They have me on a feeding tube through my nose, down my throat, and my stomach. I have heart monitors. I have a feeding tube, and I couldn't eat." And they would rarely let me have ice chips, and I'm pissed at the bitch next to me because her hospital food smelled so good.
Oh, no.
All I kept seeing was Red Lobster commercials. And my mom was like, we'll get you Red Lobster as soon as you're out of here and you can eat again. And I had to get shots in my thighs every 2 hours to keep my blood circulating because I couldn't walk. 2 days later, I feel a sharp pain. And the doctor's like, oh, bad news. Your bowels came unraveled. And you have, toxic seepage, or what is it called?
Sepsis?
Septic. I was septic. So I had to go back into surgery, get cut back open around my belly button scar. I have 2 scars under my stomach, 2 on my right hand side, and then they recut back over my fake belly button scar. And they had to sew that back to cut more out and sew it back together. And then I was in the hospital for like another 2 months.
Oh, wow. You were in the hospital for 2
Yes.
months? Oh, my gosh. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the video. I'm a
Yeah.
bad
It's okay.
I'm a bad friend. It's okay. I didn't know it was a bowel obstruction.
It's okay.
I thought it was something else.
I just hope it doesn't happen again. It was the most painful
Hopefully-
experience of my life.
If the alien people, when they work on you at night while you sleep, they'll be like, do not tie bowels together. Must keep it straight.
Great.
So I think I asked you everything I needed to ask you. Nice and short and sweet. I know it seems like more
There's so much going on.
than I asked you, but I'm pretty sure I asked
You have a YouTube channel.
Why? Oh, you have a
You.
YouTube channel. Is there any modeling style you haven't tried but want to? That will be the ending question.
I actually don't know. I don't ever want to be bald. I don't ever want to be bald. I like hair.
No? Okay.
Oh, God.
Anything that you're like, I want to do that.
I would like to be more in shape and maybe do some, like, swimsuit fitness stuff.
You want to do fitness modeling?
But, yeah, I'm totally too lazy, and I live for chips and salsa. I literally got my teeth fixed in the back. So, because I had some cavities from a child that I didn't know about, and I didn't go to the dentist in many years, and they were like, yeah, it's going to cost you like a couple $grand to like fix your molars. And I'm like, yep, gotta do it. Gotta
Because
eat
I
those.
need my chips and salsa.
I
That
need my
was what
chips
she
and
told me in the
salsa.
car. She's
I'm
like, I gotta go to the dentist because I need my chips and salsa.
I live for chips and salsa.
I make a really good homemade salsa that I'll have to make for you sometime.
I would love that.
It's delicious.
I'll bring you donuts. We can trade.
Okay.
Salsa for donuts.
That's fine with me. It's
Just tell me
delicious.
how many I gotta have.
How many you have to have?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need like 6.
Okay.
All for myself. No.
Okay.
I'll share with you.
You know, I'll be eating that whole thing of salsa that night.
It's pretty good. I make homemade like everything now. I don't go to eat very much or anything like that. So everything I make myself. It's really good.
I need to start making my own salsa, but I'll never leave my apartment or I'll gain like 10 more pounds. And
Well, salsa's not bad for you at all.
I don't know.
It's
I
just
really like.
veggies.
I also like.
And corn
salt.
chips are fine.
I love salt.
Who doesn't? You know, Kelly.
And sour cream.
Kelly loves salt also. She salts her salt. I'm pretty sure of it.
I live for vinegar and salt.
Do you just pour vinegar in your mouth and then salt?
No.
Do you do shots of vinegar and
No,
salt?
but I make jalapeno pickled eggs, and there's a lot of vinegar in there.
Oh, that's right. You do make those pickled eggs. And they look fucking disgusting.
They look gross, but they're so amazing.
Ugh, I don't believe you.
I could probably sell them.
You think with your face on it?
I'll have a restaurant. It'll be like Taylor's pickled eggs, and that's all I sell. One
It
jar.
has to be something cool to it. It has to be
Bacon
like-
and pickled eggs.
No one can say that though.
Pickled bacon in.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to think about it. A cool.
But my last name sounds too close to Vicodin, so someone might think it's drugs.
That's true. Tay-Tay's pickled eggs.
Tay-Tays.
Tay-Tay's
Come on down.
pickled
We got
eggs.
some Tay-Tays pickled eggs.
See? It rolls on Tay-Tay's pickled eggs. Awesome. Well, you know what? Thanks for doing a podcast with me.
for sure.
I thought it would be fun to have you on and talk about some stuff.
You know I love you.
I know. It's true. Well, that concludes this podcast, everybody. And see you next time. And don't call me anymore.
Bye.